and my heart starts pumping. Gitchy goo, never gonna stop. Gitchy goo means that I love you. If you don't know what that's from, what's an intro? Well, I never. Intro.
Anyway,
we just saw that on TikTok, so we're like all hyped up now.
Yeah.
If you didn't watch Phineas and Ferb as a kid, what was you doing?
104 days of summer vacation.
All right,
not too much.
Turn it in now. Right.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are ya?
What's happening?
What's happening, girls and guys? Are you alright?
Welcome back to another episode of Two Gals,
One Girl.
Whoa. We never really introduce ourselves in our intros. I'm Leah. That's Jade. You're in the place to be for the 30 tea.
And I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, we are kicking off this week's episode.
This is game week
5.
Yes.
I want to say, but at this point, we don't know. I think it is game week 5.
It is because, yeah, it's 5.
And can I just say, first of all, we're going to start by saying, what a blockbuster.
Big, after we said last week was crusty, dusty, boring, snoring,
they must have heard us.
They had the little sign cooking up for us in the wings this week.
Because it was cooking.
We've got a lot to talk about.
It was saucy. I said, well,
what's that Migos song? Stuff in the kitchen cooking stuff, right? Yeah, serious.
All I will say to preface this episode is, if you have watched this week of football, you cannot watch. See, people that say football's boring.
No, you're lying.
You could never watch this week of football and ever say those words out of your mouth.
It's too good.
Entertainment to the highest level.
Everyone came to play. Except
everybody, right?
Which is where we're going to start this week.
We're going to start with United.
Again, I feel like we start with United every week. Why are they on the early game every week? Computer generator. Can we not do that thing?
United
played Palace this week at Selhurst Park. Big fat 0-0.
Big 0-0.
Well,
what can we say?
We can say it was a game for the keepers.
100%.
The keepers 100%. Were excellent.
And this is why, Onana is a good keeper.
He's a good shot stopper.
He's a good shot stopper, but he just has some...
Make him a good keeper.
He's not a poor keeper. But see, when you've got an absolutely abysmal back line in front of you, it's difficult, isn't it?
It's tough. It's rough. Right? It's tumble.
It's rough and it's tumble because, Onana is a good shot stopper. He's actually one of the best shot stoppers in the league.
Yeah, it's just that the distry is...
The distry is absolutely diabolical.
And the decision making sometimes is
unhinged.
Questionable.
I've got to ask about that
We've got to investigate.
Got to send that one to the big screen because I'm confused.
But Ten Hag, it's not looking good, bruv. Where's your goals? Why have none of your players scored more than one goal this season?
Let's go down Ten Hag Avenue because when we gave fire to Man U when they got done up by Liverpool, we gave them fire. We gave Casemiro smoke and a few bits of smoke. But Ten Hag now,
we've got to start asking questions of the manager
because we're now 3 years in.
Yeah,
right.
What do you have to show for it?
A
Carabao Cup, an FA Cup, a 3rd place, and an 8th place.
Now, on paper, that's actually not diabolical.
Except for the 8th place. That can't.
8th place is diabolical, but
no. Do you know why I say it's not good? Do you know why I say it's not good?
Chelsea's worse on paper.
Yeah, but Chelsea was so.
This is what I'm saying.
No, but I think. Do you know why I don't think it's worse? Do you know I think it's worse than it sounds? Because they settled for the 8th.
Yeah, they were happy.
And they tried to excuse the 8th from the FA Cup. That don't count.
That's diabolical.
That's diabolical because,
Manchester United shouldn't be finished 8th period.
But you beat City, but City had already won was basically 2 hands on the league by then. They'd already won the league by then.
City were over. They've been part of
Right. Jack Grealish was
off his trolley ready to go live it up in Ibiza.
Right. So I just feel like saying, but we won the Carabao Cup though. But we won the...
Not winning the Carabao Cup. Like, you got to stop
but you won the Carabao Cup though. I can't lie, when Liverpool win the Carabao Cup and they ain't got nothing else to show for it, we get fuming when we won the FA and the Carabao and we was fuming. I was because what's that?
What is that?
I'd rather actually get knocked out in the second round than actually win the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, I don't want that little trophy.
Because don't give me wishful. I'd actually rather win the Community Shield. Than win the
Community Shield. Anyone that counts Community Shield as legit silverware is appalling.
But I'd rather win the Community Shield than win the Carabao Cup. Like, sorry. What is the Carabao Cup?
Fake silverware.
League Cup is not real. The only domestic cup I accept in
FA
Cup. History.
Amen.
You don't know what team's coming up through the woodwork to come through the FA Cup. Like, it's the cup for the underdogs.
Back to the point. So what do we do with Ten Hag now? Because this is my take on it, right?
They should have gone into this game with a shit ton of momentum because they obviously smoked Barnsley, which is
so even though it's Barnsley, it still is momentum. It's still goal scored. So naturally, if you come back off a big win, common sense is. But then again, common sense is not common in Manchester United. So that you can't even apply basic logic to that team.
It's not good. Bro.
My take on it is we're at a problem now because you've got half and half. Some are screaming for Ten Hag out. Some are saying stick it out. From what the statements that the owners are putting out, or the club is putting out, it seems like they want to stick with him until they find... It looks like they're cooking up someone in the woodwork. Who this person is, we don't know.
So what do you think? Do you think Ten Hag out? What's your standpoint? Ten Hag in?
I say
so Jade is Ten Hag in. Why are you Ten Hag in?
Right, let me tell you now. Right? I don't agree. It gets to the point where you need to stop using the manager as the scapegoat. I don't understand how many managers you will go for at Manchester United and you're still having the same problem. Right? Until you get to the root of the rottenness of that club.
I can't even tell you where the root is.
Right?
Bro.
I don't know where the root is because I don't have them problems across the water over in Scousland.
In Merseyside, right? You don't have that.
The problem, I think, now I'm not saying I think Ten Hag is the perfect manager, but at this point, I don't know who they would walk into that dressing room and will do a better job at this point in time. You've been given money to speak, you've been given money.
You can't say that you ain't been given the freedom to buy who you want.
You've bought in, I think their signings made sense.
Of course.
To me, there was no one there that was thinking, why have you signed in for that?
Yeah, except for Cassie.
But I'm talking about this window that's just gone, this summer just gone. I think signings was decent. The signings made sense to me.
Me too.
But you see, the problem is, I feel like this is a difficult one, and it's easy to see. We talk about Chelsea a lot because Chelsea got a bag of new people, and you look at Man U that you've got quite a few new people as well in key positions. My thing is,
Chelsea look like they can give a damn.
Right, and that's what I was going to say.
Don't.
And this is why I say sometimes, as a footballer, there is only so much a manager can do. The manager can coach, the manager can prep, the manager can motivate.
You can't run the ball.
The manager can't lace up your boots, put your shin pads on and run for you.
Exactly.
That comes within you as a footballer. And I think there's too many players in that Man U team that are happy to get slapped up at home.
In front of the Stretford end, you have no respect. I don't understand it.
Where is your pride as a professional footballer? Where is your pride as an athlete? I think regardless of what team you play for, at what level, you come out onto a football pitch and you want to win. Whether your competitor is better than you, worse than you, whatever, that is your goal, should be to win.
100%.
When I look at Man United, I don't look at them and think, this team wants to win a football game.
Of course not.
So this is why I thought, and even against the likes of Crystal Palace, like, you should be going into a game at Crystal Palace at home, away. It shouldn't be,
we need to try and scrape a point.
Come
on now.
You're Manchester United. You are arguably definitely the biggest English club.
100%.
In the world.
You're one of the biggest clubs on the face of this earth, and this is what we do.
Now, don't get twisted. I absolutely love it because I hate Manchester United.
Every time I see them suffer,
my soul, I hate them.
I feel joy.
I want them to suffer every minute.
Of course.
But it gets to the point where it's like, I'm not even enjoying it anymore.
As a football fan, it's upsetting to see such piss poor.
It's really bad.
Me personally, I would be Ten Hag out, but the only reason that I'm not screaming Ten Hag out is kind of the same reason as you. Who the hell are you bringing in? Who are you bringing in? Because I can't say Ten Hag out. But like, Ten Hag's not the only problem in this team. Like, your players are, you need to just burn down every player and bring in a new something, AI generated.
And you know what I don't like as well? When you've got a team of new players and it's a lot of young boys as well. Xerxes, Mazraoui.
He's not young.
Youngish.
No, he's experienced, bro.
How old is he?
Well, he's not young. He's not like the likes of Mainu, Garnacho.
No. But they're young. They're 19.
But that's who. But that's
middle of the road.
But that's who's carrying the fate of your club right now.
It's true.
The teenagers.
But my point I'm making is that you need your experienced players. To step up. Where is Marcus Rashford?
We've been asking this question
Fernandes? Where is, do you know what I'm saying? I don't understand where the leadership is in Manchester United.
There is none.
There's none.
The armband,
no one wants
the armband is a, what do you call it? It's there for show. The captain's armband.
Of course.
If you look at Man U's spine, Onana's distressed every week because you've got shocking stuff in front of you.
Onana looks like he's on the verge of a Menti B every week.
Not the Menti B. Lisandro Martinez is a big joke. He is a joke.
Clown.
5'7", thinking he's Aguian on badness. You're not. You're embarrassing yourself. How about you learn how to mark the space instead of giving verbal to everyone on the pitch?
Disgrace.
Middle of the park in your pivot. Jesus Christ. Casemiro, full stop. I'm not even going to elaborate on that. Go back and listen to episode 3 if you want to know our thoughts on Casemiro.
There's just no words.
Bruno Fernandes, another joke.
Whinger,
whiner. Looks like he's going to cry every time he's on the pitch.
Loves to throw the arms
complain.
Loves
to kick the ball away. Just get out of my face.
Give your red a wobble, you joke.
And they don't even have... Sorry, who's your number 9? Zirkzee.
Now, Zirkzee's had a hit and miss start, to be honest.
I think that obviously Zirkzee is a victim of the Man U.
I can give him time because you've just settled, but then you've got Marcus Rashford there. So, you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. It's not like he's thrown up there alone.
No.
They're meant to
got Mandem supporting you. Yeah.
What's going on?
I think Zirkzee...
He's poor.
Aside from I can't really say aside from the Man United stuff because he is a victim of the Man
Hoyland's been unfortunate with injury.
He's been injured.
Garnacho runs his socks off every time he's on the pitch.
I don't have no bad words to say about Garnacho. He's the only Man U player that I could actually say something
nice about. Him and Mainu. Yeah. Mainu, Garnacho and Hoyland
are the only 3 that I could give some respect to.
I can say.
The only 3 I say,
give a damn.
I feel bad for you.
Yeah, look how they give a damn. And Zirkzee get a little bit of leeway for me.
I don't think Zirkzee can't give a damn. This is just
that's what I mean.
Yeah, this is just Xerxes' play. I think Xerxes wants he's kind of reminding me of Tony. He wants everything played to
to feet, yeah.
And I'm like, baby, it can't work that way.
You
need to do a little. You need to move to the side a little bit,
get the movement going, my boy.
He's very static. He's very static. And it's like, Xerxes, babes, you need to make some movement. Because Garnacho is so quick. You've got Garnacho burning down your left-hand side, right-hand side.
Give him something to work with.
He's going to be on for the cutback every time. You need to move. Mm-hmm. You need to lose your man. You need to move. And stop trying to do this outstretched, last-ditch sliding. It cannot. Just
come on.
Stay on your feet. Put your laces through the ball.
You're the number 9.
And your bags on.
Stand up on your feet and make.
But that's just play like that. That's not like Xerxes' character. I don't have nothing to say about his character.
I think 0-0 for. Sorry, before we go on to Crystal Palace, I think United are going to keep having this problem until they get to the root of the bad attitude.
Right.
They did get rid of some of the bad eggs, but not enough.
I don't really think they got rid of them. They got
a couple.
Who?
Well,
Ronaldo.
CR7 was a big issue.
Yeah, but Ronaldo, there was a problem there before Ronaldo came.
100%. But what I'm saying is,
I think only because Ronaldo is Ronaldo and he was so outspoken about it, went on flipping Piers Morgan and whatnot, was all outspoken.
My man did media tour.
That's the reason why he had to go, because he's actually telling you, get me out.
The difference, what I thought, why it would change under Ten Hag, because if you look at, so they look like they did not respect Solskjaer at all.
Of course not. That was
didn't.
Their mate. Some of them man was playing with
that was their mate.
I mean, Solskjaer. You think
so
they
I thought,
him?
When Ten Hag first came, I thought, okay, there's a bit more authority here.
Well, they did a little something because look, you came with a little 3rd place finish, Champions League. Okay. But then you go and embarrass yourself.
But that's what I don't understand. But this is what I don't understand about Man United. It's like every time they take 1 step forward, they take 3 steps back.
It's more than 3.
It's more than 3. It's about, listen.
Well,
it's off the Richter scale.
It's 5 places. That's where it is, because that's where you went from 3rd to 8th.
So I don't have the answers for Man U at this point. I would hate to be a Man U fan right now. I don't think anyone does. I haven't spoken to one Man U fan that can have a solution for me as to what they even think.
All they feel right now is rage. They can't even.
I can't blame them, because I'd be literally tearing the hair out of my head if I was watching that week.
I'd rather get beat by a team that's off the park.
It's not even about getting beat.
No, but do you know what I mean? Though I'd rather be outplayed. And
that's what I was going to say. It's not about getting beat.
It's not the way you get beat.
It's the way you get beat. You get beat because you just let teams run rings around. I've seen
some Sunday League teams.
That 100%. Listen, I could watch Vanarama League South and see better football than what I'm seeing sometimes.
There's just Man nothing United. There, bro. It's not
good enough.
Point for Palace is decent though.
Palace wouldn't mind a point.
They probably felt like they deserved the win, to be honest.
Of course they did. Yeah. So I think for Palace they'll probably be annoyed. They'll take the point, but they'll probably felt, we could have had a 3-pointer here.
100%.
Right. United ain't get no more airtime from me. I had enough of them. Sort out your stinky club.
Please. For the sake of everyone.
Do disgusting. Something. Right.
Then we had Tottenham Brentford. Now we went there.
To this game. We had a great time.
We did. We got there.
I hopped off the plane.
Jade hopped off the plane at
LGW. Straight on the train. Straight down to Tottenham Stadium.
North London. I've never been there before.
I've been there a couple of times before, and it's a lovely stadium.
Seven Sisters, bro.
One thing I will say, Tottenham Stadium is a beautiful
It is lovely.
stadium.
However, Tottenham, can we do something about the walk to the away stand, please?
Anyone who's been the away end, why is it about 10 miles from
it's like anyone
the
who's,
entrance?
Anyone who's like gone to anything at Wembley and realised you're at the wrong side of Wembley.
That's exactly what it was like.
The way
had to walk, I'm not even exaggerating, about 20 minutes walk to the other side of the stadium to get in the away end and pissed me clean off. What's all that about?
At least at Wembley, you're walking around the edge. We was walking up the high street.
To get I was to the away into Lidl. I'm like, what's going on?
Literally walked into the little car park. We were like,
where's the entrance?
How do we get in?
Ridiculous.
We did miss the first, 7 minutes?
Missed the first 7 minutes.
And 2 goals.
Right. So, first of all, can we have an honourable mention? Because let me tell you something. Everyone needs to study how Brentford
do these early goals.
10 minutes.
2.
But Brentford's intensity in the first opening minutes of the game is a tactical masterclass.
Yeah, it's just if only they could hold it.
Well, holding it now is another story.
Yes, Brentford.
But
how much points did you drop from winning positions, Brentford? Come on,
that needs to be looked at. But in terms of starting a game with intensity, there's no one better than Brentford in the league.
You've done it, and to do it against City. And
again against Tottenham.
And Tottenham in consecutive weeks. And
it weren't just no fluky business. Big screamer from Mbwems.
Please, Mbwems. Who do you think you are? Sorry, Ivan. Lots of love.
He said, no. I said, Ivan, you're my boy, but my time now.
I'm running the show.
Yeah, my time now.
Serious piece of something that was going on there. But we missed it.
Yeah, we did miss the vote because we was literally walking up the side of the pavement.
No, we was at Seven Sisters Station. And even made it to White Hart Lane.
I'm hearing, wow!
I was on my phone. I was watching Formula One mention this week.
I was watching the quali.
And I said, Brentford won. I said, what?
I said, again? Well,
surely not.
That man again in Buemo.
And then we still hadn't made it to the stadium. I think we just managed to get off at White Hart Lane, I think.
We also missed Solanke's goal.
Yeah, we missed the equaliser goal. But then, we went in. It was very easy to get in there, very slick.
Very seamless. We love organisation. Thank you, Tottenham.
We had a lovely seat. Literally on the corner flag.
Literally was on the corner flag.
We was about, about 10 rows up?
10 rows up, roughly, yeah.
This is also my first time being in safe standing, which I loved.
Yeah.
I need something to lean on, bruv, my back.
Yes.
It's not good.
And we are safe stand. We are the ones that will stand in an away end.
I will stand for the away end. Who sits in the away end?
Give your red wobble.
Even when we was watching that 0-0, that big fat 0-0 at Leeds, we were standing.
Stand up and get behind the lads.
Innit?
So we were there live-o.
In the
Fleshiana. I love, first of all, can I just say, there is nothing that I love more than live football.
And we were in the sun.
The sun was shining. I felt like I was back in Mexico.
Thomas Frank's Red and White Army was in full voice.
We was in full voice. Vocals.
Even
the
kids, even the kiddie winks was singing.
Sing up for the bass.
Oh, we love it. We love it.
I love it.
And then Brennan Johnson scored.
Right. Can I just say, Brennan Johnson, I wanted to coin him in his forehead. Because why did you come over giving it large O?
Shushing the Brentford.
Shushing the Brentford.
Remember your roots, yeah? Forest.
Get out of here.
Your roots are Forest. How dare you?
A lot of explicit things were said to Brennan Johnson. So I was absolutely livid.
Very explicit gestures as well.
Yes, I was livid.
Sorry, not sorry,
sorry,
Brennan.
Not sorry, Brennan.
Because absolute wind-up merchant.
However, I must say the defending from Brentford was appalling.
Not even the defending, the midfield was poor for Brentford. I think
too much turnover in the middle of the park.
I think the midfield is what lost us that game. I think
Collins didn't have the best game.
No, neither did Carvalho.
No, Carvalho was doing some.
He was trying to be trick stick in the centre circle. I said, baby, you need to get your foot on the ball. You're under pressure. This now.
If your team is on the back foot, I don't want to see soccer and skill Sunday.
Right. Send it out the corner to Keane Lewis Potter and stop playing.
Play football.
Stop playing.
This is not the time to be doing samba in the middle of the pitch. Don't wind me up now, Carvalho.
No, sorry.
So I was pissed off with Carvalho.
Brentford just didn't have a great game.
Also, I must say the playing out from the back was poor.
Oh, too slow
for Brentford. Too slow. And this is the thing, we see this a lot in the Premier. I've seen a lot of teams with poor playing out from the back. I get everyone wants to play out from the back now as the new style of football, but if you're going to play out from the back with some conviction.
You need to zip it.
Play out from the back with some conviction.
Because Brentford was actually taking about 25 years to play out.
So much pressure onto themselves.
If you've got Johnson and Kulusevski breathing down your neck, bruv, and Solanke's pressure is immense. Seeing it in person was outrageous.
His pressure is outrageous.
Pressure is as soon as the keeper breathes on the ball, he's there. Like a flat
forward play.
That type of play, you need to send it long. First of all, you need to send it long. Don't even try to play at the back. But if you are going to play at the back,
Beckham's history is not too bad.
Exactly.
I don't know why they was just trying to.
And when he did play one over, where was Tottenham? Tottenham was
dead because they played that stupid high line.
There was a kid for trouble, and Wems was giving them hell going forward.
Romero didn't want it.
Oh Jesus Lord, Romero never wants it. But we saw some weasels in the flesh. Brennan Johnson.
Yeah, Brennan. I used to like Brennan Johnson, but after that behaviour, he can piss off.
Oh,
I was going to say something bad, wicked to Brennan, but you're lucky.
James Madders as well. What a wind-up merchant.
We know that.
Oh my God! But seeing it live, it's like. Damn,
weasel list.
You are jarring.
If I played, he looks a state.
If I played against Madders, I'm so sorry. You're getting cleaned out. No, you're getting Brexited because you're so annoying.
Break off the ankle.
When's Tottenham's already played Everton. I was going to say, when's Tarkowski? Just
clean him out.
Get him out.
Clean him out.
Oh, jarring. And then he scored as well.
He scored. I was like, oh, for God's sake.
Of all people, why's it got to be you,
Why's it got to be you, Madders?
Tottenham did play well. Tottenham did play well.
Brentford they weren't played off the park, but they was outplayed.
They invited a lot of pressure onto themselves.
Unnecessarily.
Because when they played that one over, like I said, Tottenham was...
However, I have to mention a key part of the game that actually had my blood boiling.
Oh.
Right? Why has...
I just realised what you were talking about.
Vicario was near enough on the centre circle when he's decided to handle the ball.
He's given it the Michael Jordan double dribble.
He said, "Dunk on him." I said, "I beg your pardon." Bear in mind, I am blind as anything. I didn't even have my contacts in, and I could see clear as day.
It was our end as well, by the way.
It was our end. It was our end. I could see clear as day. Blatant handling of the ball outside of the box.
The way I screamed, my throat was raw.
We were like, "What?" We were like, "Referee!" What's going? Thomas Frank's then been booked after that.
Yeah, Liberty.
Out of order.
The ref is an absolute joke, man. Who was the ref?
That is crazy to me.
I must see.
That is crazy to me.
Who was the ref? Because
one of the new refs.
John Brooks.
Oh,
John Brooks.
Brookers, come on.
Wherever you are, I hope that decision haunts you.
That was mad to me.
It didn't even go to VAR.
Again, I'm confused by that.
And if it did go to VAR...
To be fair, from where the ref was standing, it was a bit congested.
It was a bit of a scramble.
Right. So if they had said, okay, the referee's missed it, that's why I thought it would have been sent to VAR.
No, ma'am.
I couldn't see the ref was able to have a clear view of that. But how he's got away with that, and then when the referee pulled it, because there was a foul in the midst of that, Vicario was sweating bullets, mate.
Vicario was looking.
He was like, oh, he knew. I guess enough here.
It could be long here.
He was sweating, so he knew he handled the ball way outside of the box.
Listen, it was bad enough seeing it live. When I saw it back on video, it was even worse.
It was even worse.
He was even further out than I thought he was. I said, "No, brother."
I'm being dramatic saying he thought he was at the centre circle.
But he actually was. He was past the D.
But he was way past the D. Like, it was definitely worse on video.
100%.
So that pissed me clean off because that was really a joke.
Because we all know.
Bear in mind, that was at 2-1.
Right. So we all know that could have been a big
part of the game. So that winds me up now.
Referees. When are we going to know peace,
referees. What's new? Water's wet. The sun's hot. Referees in the Premier League are shit. Next.
Guys.
Right. Then we went on to you Reds. The next Reds.
No.
Why can't we have Liverpool?
Because we need to break up the rambles, innit?
All right, babe.
Southampton, Ipswich.
What was Sammy Schwaddick doing?
Or did he even start?
Not sure. Might be a bit tired from the old international break.
Schmodders, man. No, international break was 2 weeks ago. Schmodders, man. He actually did start.
Of course he did. First name on the screen.
Got dragged at 60. Schmods.
Come on, Sammy.
No, but it's a bit festive, that game.
Do you know what? For a 1-1, it actually was festive.
5 minutes and 95 minutes for the goals.
A lot went on.
That goal from the Ipswich fella, I don't know what his name is. Sam Morsey. That's what I just said. That goal, stunning. Bit of a belter. It's a bit of a deflectiona, but
we'll take it. If that was my goal, I'll take that.
Southampton have dropped points
again, as I just said. Water is wet. The sun is hot. Southampton are in the shitter again.
Goodbye.
Because they are abysmal.
It's not good, bro.
Nothing new.
Okay, now we can do our Reds.
Reds, Liverpool, slot ball come to cook up again.
Well, they didn't do it without giving us a right scare to start with, because Semenyo had the ball in the back of net, and I was like, feck, not again.
Right, I was thinking, not again, lads. I'm panicking now.
Gonna lose my job. No, but it was ruled out offside. Thank you, VAR.
Thank you, VAR. It was the correct decision. Line was held well. Tight, snatch. Line that up with a ruler. Lovely. I'll have that.
It was great to see. I love seeing my South American kings on the boat.
My Samba king. Luchito.
And Darvizi.
I love it.
Luis
Diaz is in excellent form at the minute.
He could have had 4.
Do you know why I'm so happy? I started off this season saying I wanted to see more goals from Luis Diaz.
Word.
We all know that his dribbling ability is second to none.
Word.
His body movement is second to none. Word. His pace is second to none. His goal involvement is second to none.
It's just the
final product. And I literally said Luis Diaz will be a perfect winger for Liverpool if he could just add some goals. And he delivered.
Very much so. 2 and 2.
2 and 2. Ooh. Can't argue.
Nope.
Games he started, he's back.
And then
I've got no argument with that.
Then Darwiza said, let me get in on the party.
Now let me talk to you about Darwin Nunez's.
I love Darwin. I'm so sorry. I was never one to be on the Darwin slander.
Never on the Darwin slander. Because
sometimes he did wind me up.
He can be but you know one thing I love about Darwin Nunez? He could miss 50 chances a game. That man will not stop trying until that. He doesn't, no matter what happens, he doesn't care.
He can averages, man.
I respect it. No one can tell me that Darwin Nunez's work rate is not 10 out of 10.
Word, 100%.
He puts in a shift every time, goal or not, and that's all I can ask for.
But Darwin Nunez loves to score a belter.
But let me tell you, that goal,
on the swift, the filth, gave him the cut and dropped the shoulder, bang. I said,
ooh.
All right then,
I love that.
Bournemouth didn't want to slice, mate.
Bournemouth did not want to bit of it.
They did not.
Didn't want it one iota.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, thank you.
Also, we didn't have Ali in goal, but we had Kelleher. So
I love Kelleher.
Love Kelleher.
Do you know what? I love Kelleher so much that I actually want him to leave to get first team football.
100%. But then it's like
he is so deserving.
He is. It's like I don't wait.
He's how I feel about Ramsdale.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, I want you at the club, but I want you to like be great within your own. Because only seeing Kelleher like 10-15 times a season, I think this doesn't even give him justice. He is a class goalkeeper. He is class.
He's TT.
Like they need to.
That's why when Ali was out for half of last season,
it was okay.
We said Kelleher in goal, man.
So all round a good day, but Slotball
once again is cooking.
One thing I have to say, right, because this is one thing I've heard. Off this weekend of football, there's a lot of title race talks. Obviously, you've got Man City, Arsenal,
and then
Sunday.
cooking up in the back.
Right? I have said many a times to many of people, if you don't think Liverpool are not in the title race this season,
you're skunked.
You are smoking Skittles, bruv.
You've got to stop saying it.
They have to be.
Oh, no, it's true though. It's true. Because
you can't tell me.
Even if we're not directly in the title race, even if we're not jostling for first place, we could make or break that league.
100%.
Listen, Arsenal, City, come to Anfield. If we take points off you, you're stumbling. So yes, we have, whether we're gunning down the top spot or not, we're going to always be in that top 4 mix, top 5 mix.
4 wins out of 5 games.
Yeah.
Yeah? And it's not even just wins, it's the style in which Liverpool are winning in.
It's very nice.
We're not scraping wins here.
No, this is...
Right?
We've only, conceded one this season, 2 this season.
Arsenal and City have scraped points so far.
That's only because teams actually can't withhold what the attack and that they throw at them.
Put them up against some proper opposition. That's why they both were pants in Europe on last week.
Because Inter locked up
you're going to become unstuck.
And Raya saved
Jamaican.
Arsenal. Come on now.
So anyone that, and I'm not even saying this a delusional Liverpool fan, if you genuinely think in your heart of hearts that Liverpool is not in the title race or someone you should be worried about, you need to give your head a serious, not even a wobble. You need to give it a Harlem shake. You need to give it something.
It needs to change.
Because, my God, slot ball.
But you know what I say?
It's not a joke.
Please underestimate us. Please do.
Oh yeah, I love to be the underdog.
Let us tick along.
I love to be the underdog.
Let us do our thing, because see how everyone's talking Arsenal City, Arsenal City, Arsenal City. He's whispering Liverpool, no one, and that's fine by us because we'll just steadily handle business. And that's what we're doing right now. They lost against Forest the week previously. They said, okay, that was the warning. Slot was absolutely furious. He was
been talking about it up until then. Yeah. Even though we've won since then, they're still going on about it.
We've won 2 since then because we beat AC in the week.
In midweek. But that's what I want to see, a manager that has desire to win and wants to win by any means and is not happy with anything else but to win. 100%. I don't want to be a team that is plays for a draw.
And a convincing win as well.
Convincing.
Because a lot of teams like to do a late 2-1.
I want comfortable wins.
Clean sheet, easy
comfortable wins.
Done.
So
Dusted.
Liverpool Football Club, love yous always, great football, slot ball to the world. Thank 100%.
You. Righty-ho. Next Diana on the list.
This was a surprise one for me.
Leicester Everton.
No, I was going to say Fulham Newcastle 3-1.
Yeah, because you come out of Tottenham at full time, looked at the screens in the concourse.
That shocked me.
I said, flip.
That shocked me. I thought that game was going to be a lot closer. But you know what? Fulham, and who was on the score sheet again? Yes, sir. Well,
Smith Rowe. He ate.
He's eating.
Newcastle was piss poor.
They was poor. Your boy scored though.
Half Barnes. Love Half Barnes. Good finish as well.
Laura loves Half Barnes.
He's to me, he's one of the perfect wingers.
As a winger, she says he's the perfect winger.
One of, not the.
No, I know what you mean. I agree though. He's a very well-rounded winger.
I love it.
She loves it.
I love it. I love a winger.
I do.
Love a winger. I do. You know.
But the scoreline shocked me. But Fulham.
It's not to say Fulham didn't deserve it.
But no, it was a deserved win. That's why I thought it would be a lot closer than it was. Yeah. In terms of, I was thinking maybe a 2-1, 1-1.
They split Newcastle like a pistachio, bro. Newcastle was having a tough time. Right tough time. Oh, it was giving AJ.
That too soon. That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice.
It's not too soon. It's not too soon. Who watched the Joshua fight, guys?
Oh.
Who watched the Joshua fight and got severe second-hand embarrassment in the first round?
I feel ill.
I did.
I was deceased.
I did have to look away. I said,
said AJ. Oh, God.
Is it time for AJ to hang up the boots?
That is another question. We're going to put that on our poll. As a side poll.
As a side poll.
Do you think it's time for AJ to hang up the boots?
Yeah, because even though this is...
The gloves, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
The boots, the gloves.
Even though this is a football podcast, like we said when we introduced ourselves in episode 1, we love all sport. That's why we have the honourable F1 mention and whatever other sport that has been tickling our fancy this week.
Yes, sir. So, Fulham Newcastle,
Big 3-1.
Big 3-1.
Crazy stuff.
Comfy.
I'm waiting for Fulham Brentford.
Oh,
at Craven Cottage. Get
Craven.
me there.
Get me in that away.
I'm a little bit scared though.
Let me in there.
Let me in there.
Let me in there.
Okay, so we round off the 3:00 games with Leicester Everton.
We've missed Villa Wolves.
That was not a 3:00 game.
Oh, beg your pardon.
We've rounded off the 3:00 games, because you know sometimes Jade can't hear. At Leicester v Everton. Who scored for Leicester again? Mavidi. Listen,
got his shooting boots back.
I told you lot only Mavidi was bagging these goals. Now look, guys, sometimes I know ball. Sometimes we know football. Sometimes we know ball. No, it's true. Sometimes we know ball.
Sometimes, all the time. I know ball all the time.
Right.
Argue with your mother.
Right. Getting cocky. Not much to say about that game though.
Again, predictable result for me.
Bit snores.
Just the thing is, Everton have been so piss poor. They just need to gain a bit of momentum in terms of don't get annihilated.
Everton's never had the scoring problem.
No,
it's the defending,
that's the issue.
Which is,
exactly. So 1-1 against Leicester, who are strong attacking, is a decent result for Everton.
Brentford was back. Brentford was back. So you got some. Apparently, if there's no Brentford, Lord help.
Jazzy B number 2.
He's also a Jazzy B. I'm lying. He wasn't back.
He wasn't back.
I thought he was back.
I thought he was back for that game.
He was not.
Oh.
Sometimes we get our journalism wrong, guys.
Listen.
Actually, okay. I thought
no facts, just vibes.
Just straight
Jazzy
vibes.
B number 2.
He needs to come back real soon. I thought he was already back.
They're crying for him.
Yeah, literally. We entered the evening game at Villa Park.
Do you know what we did miss?
What?
Chelsea West Ham.
What game was that?
That was the early game because I listened to it in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
But that was the late game.
That was a game for a bit of analysis because by God.
Flipping heck, man. West Ham let Nick Jack bag a brace.
I didn't think I would see worse defending this season so far than I've witnessed from Everton.
Man U.
I've witnessed from Man U. Southampton.
Wolves. There's been some shocking defensive
West Ham have now joined that club because that performance, they made Chelsea
call the fire brigade.
They made Chelsea look
like they was winning the Champions League.
It was giving Galacticos is what they was letting Chelsea look like.
No,
which is absolutely
do you know why?
appalling.
Do you know what irked me? Yeah, not Jackson's first goal, but that was awful. Who wears number 19 for West Ham? Because that's all I remember.
That Alvarez guy.
Yeah, sack him.
He had an awful game. He had an awful game.
First of all, this formation already is hurting my spirit. 3-4-3.
Banter.
Why is that happening?
But this is right.
My head.
Pause for a minute.
Pause for a minute.
Because Lopetegui has some questions to answer.
He needs to be tried against the football court.
Because the Lopetegui that we knew coming into West Ham is not the Lopetegui that I'm seeing as of currently.
Absolutely.
Number one. You've made good signings, which we congratulated them for and saying, praising them up.
Also, where the hell is Fulkrug?
Why not playing them?
Why is he out? He is out. He is injured, but no one said a whisper. Who's reporting on West Ham?
Again, we've got to say it again. If he's injured, you ain't had no game time. So where did you get injured, bro?
Right. What's going on?
West Ham are playing some appalling football.
What I see in at the back is very, very scary. It gives me chills, and not the good kind.
I don't get why Souček's not starting more.
Right.
Weird to me.
Right.
Because he has that physicality. He has that almost that cutting edge, like he will throw his body in and score goals. I'm not seeing that intensity from anyone going forward. I'm definitely not seeing it from Antonio.
He finally dropped Antonio, but it's like he dropped Antonio,
bring him back.
But for what? You dropped Antonio to go and play a 3-4-3. Oh.
Defensively abysmal.
That formation actually scares my spirit because playing a 3-4-3 means that you're playing wing backs, yeah? But once your wing backs drop in, you're playing with a doubly pivote in the middle. And the
double pivote did not work.
And the forwards is just forwards. So I'm confused because I'm not seeing the forward drop back.
Because it's like they want Jazzy B to carry them. At this point, Jazzy B is going to have to be doing witchcraft to try and somehow conjure something up here.
It can't work.
It's appalling. It's really bad.
So Chelsea's second goal Oh my God. West Ham, I beg, just put them all on trial. Please.
They've got to get them down the
It came inside, it started inside Chelsea's own half.
Oh.
And they knocked it, do you know what, to be fair, Chelsea, they popped it around well, but it was slow.
The flip side is, Chelsea's counter-attacking football is class.
It wasn't even a counter-attack.
But I'm saying in general, their counter-attacking football is class. So when you give them too much time.
But they popped it around well, but it looked like, you know, like before we start playing, before we start warming up, and you're just knocking it about a bit, not even in a rondo.
Like training ground stuff.
Not even in a rondo though, like just casually knocking it around, chatting about your school week, you know?
Yeah, what did you have for dinner last night?
Right,
that's what it was giving.
That's how they popped it. And I saw Kudus and someone else in the middle just stand there like statues.
That is appalling. You are playing in the Premier League.
They were stood. You can't see the stance I'm about to do, but I'm about to show Jade. They were stood like this.
Yeah.
I said, what are you looking at?
Not even on the swivel. Not even on their toes.
Flat-footed.
And that's one thing I hate. Don't let me see you on the pitch
Can we
flat-footed.
please anticipate where the football's going? I beg.
Where act like you've got two pairs of eyes in your head. Right? Let's say like you've got a brain in your big head.
It's not good.
And look at what's going on around you.
Because what you're doing is giving me pause.
Oh my God, it was awful.
I cannot.
Awful.
And Cole Palmer bagged, and it was a thing of beauty. What a finish.
Cole Palmer is an excellent,
funny guy, man.
Cole Palmer is what they think Phil Foden is. And that is a big statement to make.
Talk to him.
Right? I'll say it again. Cole Palmer is what they think Phil Foden is. And that's all I'm going to say on it. Right?
City fans are screaming.
Make them scream.
Now. City fans, please comment what you think about Jade's statement, because I'd say
something about him.
That's a bit crazy.
It's a bold statement to make, but I'm making it.
It's a bit crazy still.
Have some respect for my Caribbean king, Cole Jermaine Palmer. Oh my God.
Oh, it's cold. Funny.
Cold. But yeah, Chelsea played well. They put stringing a few results together.
West Ham were
decent.
Terrible.
West Ham absolutely abysmal, and they joined the shit club with the likes of Southampton, Wolves, and the people we mentioned before.
Yes.
In terms of appalling defensive performances, Lopetegui needs to sort that out quick and fast,
because they'll suck you
quick and fast.
Sunday was so eventful. Oh my life.
Also, we've missed out
Villa Wolves.
Villa Wolves. Sorry, Villa.
Well, they went 1-0 down.
They did.
Not good.
Then again, though, it's not surprising because
they went 1-0 down to a poor back pass.
I said, you know what, though? Villa's had some questionable defensive moments, which is unlike Villa, because Villa are usually quite solid defensively.
Word.
However, what I will say is one thing about Wolves are piss poor because
they'll score.
Not even piss poor. Joe, if you look at Wolves, though, Wolves have had a hard run in for their first few games. I must say they've had a tough lineup. But one thing about Wolves, they're going to score.
Oh, they may
get beat, but they're going to score.
Exactly.
Just giving Everton.
They'll bust your clean sheet, but
you'll wipe the floor wide open. But you beat about 6-2, but you ain't getting no clean sheet. Nope. Because Cunha...
Oh, he's a serious goal scorer.
Can't stop scoring.
Serious goal scorer.
Can't stop scoring, that man.
He was my golden ticket in fantasy last season.
He can't stop scoring. But Villa very quickly rectified that. Now, to be fair to Villa, they didn't score their first goal. I think it was 73.
Yeah, late.
It wasn't like, so it was a 3-1-er, but do you know what happens though? And I think we see a lot about team, but you say this happens when people play Liverpool and City a lot.
You run out of steam.
So that's what happened. Wolves held them off for 73 minutes at a 1-0, and then it just all kind of capitulated. Villa just turned that switch. And you know what Unai is like?
And he probably gave them a bollocking.
He gave them a rocket at half time. He said, listen,
fix up now.
And said, sort it out.
He was probably still cussing because he never sorted it till 73 minutes.
Unai was furious at what he was witnessing.
Oli back again. Finally, Oli. Sorry, maybe he's had me giving him lip about why he ain't scoring their goals.
But yeah, Duran scored.
Oh.
Off the bench.
Again,
can't stop that man scoring.
Please, I'm telling you, please, when we play Villa, make this man start.
Please,
do not make this man come off.
Don't make him come off.
If he's come off the bench, make us be 4-0 up, please. Because I can't.
That man loves to come off the bench and bag a goal.
Actually can't take it.
Super sub of all time.
Oh,
madness that he's doing.
Oh, please.
He only needs 15 minutes of football to make an impact.
He needs about 3, bro.
20. Good enough for him. But yeah, Villa pulled off the comeback. Unai was pissed. Surprised it took Villa so long to equalise, but a win is a win.
A win is a win, dub is a
Can't argue, dub is a dub.
Right, let's go back to Sunday. Festive.
Oh my God.
Even the WSL was
cooking up, you know.
They had the Arsenal City.
There was also Arsenal Man City.
It was at the Emirates.
At the Emirates, yeah.
2-2. It was the flip side though. City was 2-1 up, and Arsenal.
So we'll save the blockbuster for last.
Of course.
We need to talk about the chaos that was Brighton. Nottingham Forest.
I watched that game. I watched both games. I was sad.
That was wild.
Feral.
Too much talking points.
First of all, let's start with the first action. Penalty in 13 minutes.
Early doors. Chris Wood
Stupid challenge. Sorry, belabor. Ridiculous challenge on Hudson-Odoi.
Ridiculous. Not so unnecessary. Yeah, literally.
They're like, just don't even wind me up with that. Things like that, you deserve to now go down, because why have you done that?
Just down.
You're being stupid. Then, Herzl said, absolutely not, bruv.
Herzl said, I'm not having that.
And all of a sudden, it's 2-1 at half time.
I said,
So I said, Hinshaw scored a wicked header.
He said, big bullet header. He gave it the
got the manager by the scruff and went, give me chips. Bang! He's giving it that.
That's what it was given.
And then Danny Welbeck scored his first ever free kick.
That's
his
mad.
First free kick. His first direct free kick.
Excellent free kick, may I say.
Well done, Daniel.
Good for you, Danny. I like Danny, you know. Danny's bagging me good fantasy points.
I like Danny.
Yeah.
I like Danny.
You only had to get rid of that dirty United club. I knew he was a good man, really.
Yeah. He's a good man,
Savannah.
And then second half, it was a bit dry. Then we got to like 70 minutes, it started to get, tensions was getting high. So City, that's not the team. Forest equalised at 70 minutes. Split.
You could see it coming.
Oh no,
you could see it coming in that last little minute.
Herzl. Talk to him.
You've got to sort that out. Otherwise, you are going to be in big trouble in the Premier League.
Big problems.
Sort it out.
You're lucky that Forest weren't that great, because you could have been going home with no points.
0. Nil point.
Nil point
is what you would have been going home with.
Yeah, not good, brother. You don't want that. And then another big clown that's starting to really wind me up. Morgan Gibbs White.
So we've got to, so if you've not heard what happened in the game, it's all booted off at the end. Absolutely gone mental.
Free reds, sorry. Both managers sent
off.
Let's break it down.
Because I was really irritated with Gibbs White.
Morgan Gibbs White has come, I blame Gibbs White, but I also blame the ref. Morgan Gibbs White has come with that was one
appalling challenge. Appalling challenge.
Absolutely chopped down the man, scissored the leg,
scissors off the legs, gone.
Right?
You've got, bear in mind, he's been sent off for a second yellow.
You've got a whisper of the ball. Whisper.
If that, you might have had a bit of the fibers.
He's touched the ball, but you ain't cleared the ball out from under the man.
You've also pretty much RKO'd the man.
You've actually given him the sharpshooter. That's what he's
straight
done.
sharpshoots.
Like, hello,
and the man's
Bret Hart.
The man's tapping out.
It's not good, bro. Isn't João Pedro injured after that? I swear.
He had to come off.
He absolutely ripped off the man's ankle.
Really
ankle was
bad.
Stuck backwards.
Medical staff sprinting onto the
turf. It was a lot. It was really bad challenge.
Now, the bit... Right, so that's the challenge.
The referee now...
has made ball signal.
Has said he's got the ball. You can even read the message. He said, the ball. Right?
Straight away I said... Yeah,
I said, no, he hasn't.
The ball. He's literally committed first-degree murder to the man. What are you doing?
They cannot say he's got enough of the ball to be able.
That is appalling. That the ref even attempted to say that.
That he's got the ball.
Lino said absolutely not.
Lino was giving it.
He was flagging,
giving it the flag. He said
no. Lino said nah.
They can never ever say.
They can never say that wasn't a bookable offence.
They can never say that was enough ball. But the thing is why the referee is bizarre, right? Bizarre. You blew the whistle. You've given the foul. You've said he's got the ball, and that's that. So if he's got the ball, how are you giving the foul?
It doesn't make any sense.
That is so the most contradictory thing I've ever seen in my life. Man said you've given the foul, which clearly means he did not get the ball, but then you're saying he got the ball.
So I'm confused.
So what? However, Morgan Gibbs White came up on smoke.
Before that, though.
No. It was that before he.
No. But what I was going to say though, regardless of the ref's decision, it's good that the lino did stand on business because that the lino can technically the ref has the final decision. But if the lino says
it wasn't even the lino, it was the fourth official.
Sorry,
Mike.
Fourth official has said the ref may decide. Okay, I may not have had the best view. I want to go with my fourth official decision. So I don't know why they was wilding out so much because the fourth official is within his rights to do that.
Only because the ref was confused. But then
it's all gone haywire.
Morgan Gibbs White gets up, gets in the ref's face and says, I got the ball.
No, but it's not even that he got in the ref's face and say that. He was going to say he was Al Capone and wanted to
try do down everyone. I said, babes.
He was ready for...
But that was dissent immediately. So I'm sorry.
More than dissent. I'm saying every F word, C word, every word under the book.
Even if you didn't get sent off for that challenge, you're getting sent off
for dissent now anyway. That's the thing that was so hilarious.
Feral, because that wouldn't have even been a second yellow. That's a straight red.
The way he was getting on would have been a straight red anyway.
Like, how dare you?
Like, that was wild.
So he's been sent off, yeah. Now, I understand some of the, frustration, because I can't even say rage because it was not warranted. I can understand some of the frustration from the first place. Obviously, if you're looking at the ref, if you haven't seen the challenge and you're on the pitch and you're looking at the ref, you've seen the ref given the foul, but then you're seeing the ref say you've got to hold your ball. They're like, well, make it make sense because clearly those two things can't coexist.
Exactly. Right. So I get that frustration. So but the way they was getting on was so...
Gibbs White was trying to say. Then you got Nuno screeching in Mike
Nuno was having to get held back.
I said, brother, it will literally happen on the halfway line in front of the dugout. You cannot say with your chest that man got the ball. You cannot.
Impossible.
No. Because where's João Pedro? Where is he? Ankle is buried.
They're about to get the gas and air at this point. The man's dead.
Absolutely.
God forbid.
And then, so Nuno gets sent off. Valid. Then Herzl gets sent off.
No, but Hersey
really upset.
Hersey must have whispered something feral under his breath.
He must have said something
because it barely looked like his lips moved. But whatever he said, the ref whipped out the red card so quick, and he looked confused. But I was thinking, like,
you said
something because when everyone was wilding out, when Gibbs White was acting like he was 10 men, trying to fight everybody. When Nuno was like ready to grips up the fourth official by his scruff of his neck.
Like.
Herzl was just side-eyeing, like, he wasn't even getting involved.
Word.
The man said 2 words, straight red.
I don't know.
He said something.
But I've seen that from every angle, and I still can't work out
whatever it is, he mumbled it, because it looks like his lips didn't even move, but whatever he said was out of pocket. The ref didn't hesitate. But so, what? He said, get off. Right?
Herzl with his body warmer was like,
I ain't even, why you gotta say fuck me for? I didn't even say nothing. That's what Hersey was. So that game was feral, but Gibbs White is bang out of order.
He does it
bang out of order.
You're doing all that for a 1-match ban, bro.
For a 1-match ban,
you
but
got
it's like, bruv, you can't watch that back and say you didn't deserve a yellow, then you're carrying on.
You're just
like
embarrassing
you want to tear
yourself.
off the man, so you're going off anyway. It's embarrassing.
Get out my face. Get out my face. Please.
Liberty.
Right, then the Blockbuster. Oh no!
I am starting this by saying that game. So we're talking about Manchester City versus Arsenal. Arsenal. Right? That is the best game of football I've seen in a long time.
Oh, that had everything.
It had everything from not even minute 1, from first seconds.
From before
we've got so much to unpick.
Let's talk about it. Right. First of all, I need to rub my hands together like I'm so excited, bro. I would say I went into this game, I said I want a draw. But I also wouldn't mind if Arsenal just got written off.
Yeah. I would Arsenal write-off or a draw.
Yeah. So,
because the Arsenal fans been talking a bit too spicy for my liking these days.
Arsenal fans, why don't you like to choose peas?
Bit too much jalapeno on there. I don't like it.
Like, you need a regular marg, not a spicy marg.
You need a regular marg. Hold the spicy.
You're not ready for that yet. So, kick-off.
Before the cameras even had a chance to pan to the floor,
Mr. Havertz has run into the thing and smacked. Was it Rodri? smacked Rodri in his face.
But he didn't smack his face. He shouldered him. But Rodri, being the little cretin that he is,
went right, clutching,
has gone down, clutching. Clutching. Get up, you imbecile! Get up! I hate Rodri because he knew what he was doing. Right. So first of all, I'm going to say, as an overall thing, Arsenal some Arsenal players fell for the mind games.
They fell for the pep scheme.
Because from minute one now,
they're in your head.
They're in your head
from all that.
Because the way
that was a good
the
4 minute stoppage.
We know how ridiculous VAR can be. We know how ridiculous officiating can be.
They VAR'd that.
Why?
But for violent conduct.
Havertz though. Imagine Havertz gets a straight red.
Then what? Head's gone at 1 minute.
10 seconds in.
Head's
They've
gone.
barely moved from the centre. The ball has literally done 2 touches across the centre circle.
What are you doing?
This is where I feel like Liverpool always have the upper hand.
Of course.
Because I feel like in this game, and we're going to go into the individual moments in a minute, but I think as a whole, I feel like Arsenal showed a bit of their immaturity.
We talked about this at length
after the game. Because number one, 50% of Man City's game is mental.
50% is mind games.
Runs the mind.
30% is Haaland.
No.
And 20% is the rest of the pitch.
Pep starts his mind games on a Monday morning in the press conference, ready for the following game on Saturday.
Of course he is.
He knows what he's doing.
Of course he is.
And the thing is, Arteta knows it because you was behind the mind games
exactly.
too.
You was in on it, you weasel.
So I feel like Arteta should have been a bit firmer.
Yeah, to say don't get sucked in.
Yeah, you want to have passion, but don't get sucked in. So the fact that Kai Havertz got sucked into Rodri's bullshit
in
minute one.
1 minute. What is wrong with you?
Kai, hold your nerve. We're minute one because we see bullshit all the time in the officiating. If you get a straight red, none of us would be surprised.
Nope,
because you see it all the time.
Nope.
And not only you see it all the time, we all know decisions always go in favour for Man City.
Of course they do.
It doesn't matter if it goes for Arsenal, Liverpool, anybody who plays Man City.
Any other
9 times out of 10, the favours go in City's side. So why you're even giving the corrupt referees a decision to make is stupid.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Talking point number one.
Then they was rattled because who bags at 9 minutes? Erling Haaland.
Now
entered the 100 club in the Premier League. Outrageous.
Now,
100 club in 3
100
seasons.
club in 103 games is absolute wizardry.
The man is AI.
Cooked him up in the lab.
He's doing dark magic. He's a Death Eater.
He's head of Slytherin house.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. He's got the dark mark on his wrist.
He absolutely does.
100%.
There is some. Listen, if I wouldn't be surprised if some of him is a Horcrux somewhere.
Yeah,
there.
he is.
There's something not right there.
Something's not right. It's giving superpowers.
It's giving wizard.
Yeah.
Right? That man is an absolute joke.
He is.
His numbers, they make my skin crawl.
Yeah, make my eyes water.
I'm like, brother, how?
It's giving me hives again.
He's actually
antihistamine.
I need more than an antihistamine, bruv. He's come in and just danced on the entire Premier League like it's nothing. So Premier League, what?
Premier League, best league in the world. Nah, I got that.
Please.
Nah, that's light work.
Please. He's playing FIFA with these men.
He's playing FIFA.
It's a joke.
25. Ain't bothered.
It's a joke.
Ain't asked.
Not at all. He split that defense.
Split them like a stripper's leg. Oh my God.
Gabriel and Saliba was having separation anxiety from the way they split him.
Horrible.
Not good.
Awful.
Not good. But it all started with the winger. It all started with the fullback. Calafiores.
I could have parked a yacht between Saliba and Gabriel.
It all started with Calafiores though.
Calafiore gets beat off the ball.
Because he gets drawn into the play.
Now, before we go into Calafiore, we said I thought it was a big call for Arteta to drop Ben White.
Yeah,
not to say that he doesn't want to start Calafiore, but starting Calafiore for City away for your first game is a big shout. That was ballsy.
It was. I mean, it kind of paid off.
I mean, it did. He didn't have it. Well, we'll get on to him in a sec, but that was a bold move.
It all started with him getting drawn into the play now. I'm not a defender. I've played left back a few times. It's not cute. Well, I mean, it's cute, but it's not cute. Like,
it's not your forte.
It's dirty work. That is when you'll see my inner like Tarkovs.
that is giving Tarkovs. Yeah.
But as a fullback, if you know that they're going to play around you. Please stand your ground.
Stand them up.
Please stand them up. Jockey. Do not get sucked into that play because they will just give it the 1-2 triangle and they're through.
That's exactly what
that's exactly what happened to Calafiores. You got drawn up into the play.
I don't understand why Saliba and Gabrielle were so split. It's very unlike them.
Do you know what it looked like? It looked like multiple things at once. It looked like Saliba had started to shift towards where Calafiores got drawn in. It looked like Gabrielle had not shifted with him.
Yeah.
And then Haaland gave him the sidestep. And then
Haaland said, "Thank you."
And then I think it was Bernardo. Oh no, Savinho. Sorry, just slid it through one time.
Can I also say though, the ball from Savinho, top draw.
But he just slid that through, and it's easy money.
And then you don't have to tell Haaland to finish his dinner twice.
Exactly. So that was the opening goal, but obviously Arsenal were already rattled. They're actually already rattled, and then they started to rattle the cage back because 22 minutes.
Calafiore has done something outrageous.
Cut back from Gabs Martinelli. Martinelli started. I'm happy. I am not part of the Martinelli out brigade.
We're Martinelli stands. We love Gab.
Don't tell me Martinelli out. If you want to tell me Martinelli out, put down my podcast now, please.
Get out.
Cut back from Martinelli. This man has left-footed it, cross goal, top right bins. Jesus.
I said Calafiore.
I said, damn. Whew, I didn't know you had
Talk about redemption. I said, goodness me. Didn't know you had that in your locker.
Before that goal even got scored, we had the...
Rodri.
Oh, yeah. We missed 2 things. Guys, this game was
That's what I mean. I need a what's it called? What's that in the front of it? Contents.
No, literally.
Part 1, part 2, part 3. Listen, this was mental.
Rodri got licked off at like 16 minutes, yeah?
Rodri jarred up his knee.
The knee was not looking too tough.
Straight away, we all thought...
Subs. Kovacic on.
Straight away, we thought, are we talking ACL?
We're always talking ACL.
But that was one of the first ones where I looked at that and saw that one go. Wasn't looking good at all. So that now changes the whole trajectory of the game.
Yeah, because obviously this is Rodri's first. Rodri, kind of, I can't even say peak because I actually do not rate this man.
I hate him.
But first start, and you've done your ACL.
Horrid. Nasty word. That is yuck.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
But before, we got a bit ahead of ourselves. Before Arsenal scored that goal, controversy in air quotes. I don't believe it's controversy.
I don't think
I think Kyle Walker's a big steaming idiot.
Can I just say this as a preface? Kyle Walker was at fault for both of Arsenal's goals.
And he's a big stinking idiot.
Poor.
Basically, for anyone who didn't see it, Arsenal won a foul just inside the City half, I think it was. Mike has called over Saka and Walker. They've come from opposite ends of the pitch. Saka has come all the way from the far side.
Literally pretty much the corner.
And Walker's coming from up the touchline, right? Come in, gave him a little wordy word, sent them on their way. Mike's blown the whistle as they're both running back to where they're supposed to be. And Arsenal just played it up the line to Martinelli. Martinelli's cut it back to Calafiores. Calafiores is absolutely sent Edison for an early lunch.
Yeah.
So, Kyle Walker is trying to say...
Not only Kyle Walker, Mr. Weasley Bernardo Silva himself.
Big idiot.
And all the rest of the little weasels that like to whinge and cry. And Mr. Pep himself is actually booting his foot through the chair.
They said that Pep booted the chair because he was vexed at Walker, not because of... He didn't know what had happened until Walker explained it to him at half-time.
Ridiculous.
Kyle Walker, that big, stupid fraud, yeah? He has tried to say that he had not had time to go back to his position for Mike to blow the whistle.
That is the most ridiculous excuse I've ever heard of.
Kyle Walker, who told you that the ref has to wait for you to be ready?
Why are you jogging?
Are you tying your laces? No. You should be sprinting
back to your position.
Because you was not sprinting back. You was jogging.
Not only that, the way he's carrying on, you'd think he was still at the halfway line.
No.
He was back in position.
Saka wasn't.
What
if they was trying to play the switcheroo?
Exactly. Saka wasn't. He's pretty much back. You just got caught sleeping.
And also, it's not like to say it was on the edge of your box. It was just inside your half.
I can't even understand how you can even try and say that is even a valid argument.
At your big age, do better.
Like, why are you not sprinting back? Why are you having a jog up? Is this like this time to jog? You're playing Arsenal. Why are you jogging?
Why are you jogging? Don't wind up my spirit, please.
Why are you jogging?
Please.
That was my fallback and you're jogging. Oh my word.
I will get so mad. I will dash a water bottle on the pitch.
I will be... Listen, you don't want to... It would be feral. Don't let
You'd have to send me off.
Jogging.
You'd have to send me off as the manager. I'd have to go.
Right?
It was... Anyway. So, Kyle Walker is a big idiot, part 1. Yeah?
Yes. Because there's a few moments in this game where Kyle Walker's really showing his ass.
Then, it was like a little bit peaceful, you know? They both had chances. No one was really getting thrown down like that. And then, Gabrielle scores in the 45th plus 1 minute.
Gabby.
Kyle Walker being an idiot, part 2.
Right. Because this is actually worse than the first.
This is worse. So, Kyle Walker is, thank God they were man marking, because, you know, one thing about these big boy teams, they don't, you know, idiot zonal marking.
Ridiculous zonal marking.
Kyle Walker is man marking Gabrielle in the middle of the box.
I say man marking.
He was man marking him. No, he was man marking him.
Because his idea of man marking is doing pokey, higgledy piggledy. Like a big baby.
Oh.
Tickling the man's belly.
So, Saka's giving it the Whippiana.
Shoo! Into the box.
And Martinelli, Gabrielle's just giving him the sidestep around all the way around Walker. Walker is scrambling like eggs, bruv.
Scrambling.
He is struggling.
Bambi on ice.
Where's Gabrielle? The ball's in the net. 2-1. Oh.
You then hear him mouth when they're going back to this. My fault.
It is your fault. You twit.
He mouthed it. Well, he obviously said it, but can't hear him twice when they're walking back to the.
Of course, it's your fault. You twit. Because why are you being an idiot?
You're too busy trying to do a Ben White.
Yes, you're trying to do a Ben
White.
You're not Ben White because Ben White does it effectively.
You're not Ben White.
And it annoys me again because he's giving you the jump, but you should be matching. You've got burners.
But from the time you've lost him, the battle's lost.
It's done. And once Gabrielle gets up, it's taken a miracle to keep that ball up in there. The minute you
sidestepped him, done. The duel was lost.
Oh, it's very...
And Arsenal are then 2-1 up.
Then,
before that though, I must say that, so that period of time between when Rodri comes off and Gabrielle scoring, that 15-20 minutes, Arsenal were on top.
Yeah, it was more like half an hour, bro.
Arsenal dominated that period of time.
They definitely did, because we know that Rodri's a talisman.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
Massively.
We know when Rodri's not playing, City's struggling.
You completely saw the temperament of the game change and fall into Arsenal's favour.
And we knew already that Haaland couldn't be the outlet, because yes, even though he scored, he has been pocketed by Saliba and Gabrielle on numerous occasions.
Put it this way, they didn't make the same mistake again.
No, he caught them slipping, which wasn't really their fault. He caught them slipping, but you know he's in for a tough time. We know that. So you know you need to find another outlet. As soon as Rodri comes off, it's like, wow.
You see the energy change.
Not good, because Kovacic's not doing niche, and De Bruyne was out. Oy.
Yep, so straight away now it's completely flipped the temperament of the game.
It's really not good. But anyway, so Arsenal are 2-1 up now.
Mm-hmm.
And then something diabolical happens.
Something absolutely diabolical happens.
Leandro Trossard
loses and
he has a rush of blood to the head.
Leandro Trossard, I'm telling you now, cost Arsenal that game.
100%. Trossard made a
and this is what I mean. Sorry to pause you a minute. That's exactly what I mean when I said part of beating City is the mind game. And I feel like Trossard again got drawn in to the bullshit. Mm-hmm. And has had a mad moment now. Mm-hmm. So what happened?
So Trossard made a light work foul in the middle of the park. Really not much.
Foul. But can we just say, sorry, we meant to say, Trossard's already on a yellow card.
Yeah. He makes a foul, you know, it's not cynical or nothing, it's just a little stumblyana.
To be fair, I think it is a little bit cynical because he goes into his back.
Yeah,
he's got no eyes on the ball.
Of course not, no.
He's giving him a dig.
Yeah, he's giving him a dig, but it's not in no threatening position. It's inside Arsenal's half.
But then we also have to say, remember, this is Michael Oliver.
So, but Mike was right there. So Mike blew immediately.
This is what I was going to say. It's not no idiot ref.
This stupid boy goes through, rockets the ball off the pitch. You're off. You're off. That's it. Sayonara, early shower.
Right.
Get your robe on.
Get your robe on. Get your training kit back on. Put your slippers, put your slides on.
Right. You're done.
And sit down.
You're done.
You're done.
Why have you done that? Why have you done that? Mikel Arteta, put your players in a disciplinary meeting.
I don't understand how any Arsenal players, 2 moments that I need to talk about. So the first, I don't understand how any Arsenal fans are arguing with that. You've just seen Declan Rice 2 games ago.
Declan Rice, who never gets
sent off.
Sent off for a second yellow. And you've elected to lose your head again.
He wasn't Trossard was not the only player that kicked the ball away in that game.
Nope.
And I kept looking at it thinking, Arsenal, are you not dumb?
Because they booked someone else for it.
Are you dead?
Someone else got booked for it before that.
You've just had Declan Rice and because it is Declan Rice that plays for your team, now other referees have to set the precedent.
Of course. And it's Mike. You think Mike's
We've also seen other teams, other players across that game week also get booked for kicking the ball away. We now know... Trent did it.
Trent got booked.
So what I'm saying is we now know in the Premier League, refs are booking players for kicking the ball away.
But this is not new knowledge.
Period.
But this is not new knowledge. They said...
It's not new knowledge, but they're definitely enforcing it more now.
Yeah, but they said at the start of the season, they said this is what they're going to be enforcing. This is what they're clarifying. They're clarifying the handball. And they're talking about the delaying of the restart. Delaying the restart does not mean you're just standing on the flipping ball. It does not mean that. You could be standing, you could be too close to the corner for the corner, you could be too close to the free kick for the free kick, you could be kicking the ball away, you could be in the player's
face. You could be taking too long to take the corner, you could be taking too long to come off.
Anything under that umbrella is delaying the restart of play. So why the hell, when you're 2-1 up at the Etihad
and your team is got the momentum,
it's not even to say you've rolled the ball. You've booted the ball.
You've booted the ball.
You've given it to João Pedro.
Yeah. And this is why Arsenal fans get me aggravated. Exactly what Trossard did is the same thing that they were screaming about that João Pedro did 2 weeks before.
So how can you say it's not a
now complain?
You cannot complain.
And I agreed with the Arsenal fans saying,
Pedro should have been
João Pedro should have been booked. But that's exactly what Trossard did. So how can you now sit here as logical people and say Trossard shouldn't have been sent off?
It's bizarre.
What are you saying?
It's bizarre.
It gets me so angry because what are you saying? Don't come to me and say nonsense.
Don't be delusional.
I've had enough of it.
Don't be delusional.
The Arsenal delusion is insanity because I don't understand how you've been complaining about it happening with Declan Rice. You heard about it for about 10 working days. Declan Rice, let's all get the violins out, right? Finally, we got over it. We was in agreement that João Pedro should have also been in trouble. Why have you now come and done the same thing? The next part now I have to talk about. These people, I was going to say a very bad adjective.
Going to say some expletives.
Are trying to say that, who is it that does it? Man City man. Doku also kicks the ball away. They're talking about the incident, and this is where I say sometimes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
This is what I say, and I said it last week in last week's episode. When you're looking at fouls, when you're looking at incidents, you need to use your common sense.
Common sense is not common to everyone.
Doku, there's a free kick, right? It's Arsenal's free kick. Doku has the ball.
No, it's not even. No, wait, it wasn't that. Remember, whoever it was that tried to take the ball. So Doku puts the ball down. And they try and roll the ball forward, whoever the Arsenal man is.
Michael Oliver, we call him Mike.
Take it back.
You clearly see Mike, look at Doku, Doku looks up at the ref, Michael Oliver points and says, no, the foul is over there. Doku kicks the ball to the Arsenal player for them to take the free kick. Declan Rice is like, is that not kicking the ball away?
Oh, shut up, you big twit. Get out my face. Get out of my face.
You have to be an airhead. Like, I don't understand.
They're all ditzy, bro. Like, it's not...
But this is why I say I can't... When it comes to football, I can't take blind delusion.
Nope.
If this that happened to Liverpool, I'd be saying, but my players done. They've lost their head.
They've actually
keep your composure.
Just sub them all off.
All you've got... Trossard has obviously lost his head in a mad moment. You've volleyed the ball away.
Right.
But let's not be delusional. How can you possibly look at those two incidents and not be able to comprehend
that is two completely different situations?
Played the ball back. He hasn't kicked the ball halfway down the halfway line.
He's given it a little
the ball
touch
into the stands, and he's nudged it back. to an Arsenal player to take the free kick.
And he's also backed off immediately, so there's no shout of him delaying the restart.
You can't sit here and tell me that you can't apply your common sense to those two incidents and not see why Trossard's been sent off.
Don't be disillusioned in my face, man. Like, please. You're embarrassing yourself.
You're embarrassing yourself. Because they're just being stupid. Like, come on.
Just don't be dumb.
So I think Trossard's a big idiot because you've now Arsenal got to play 45 minutes with 10 men against Man City. So what do you do here?
Lock up shop.
Low block.
Give it.
Filthy one.
Give it the Rafa Benitez.
They said if they play a 5-4.
Yeah. 5-4. Raya
That's giving
goal.
Italians in Europe horrible.
That's Simeone ball.
Oh, still feral. It is absolutely
that they gave them the Inter treatment. Yeah. Is what they did.
It was horrid.
And City, we all know City struggled against Inter. They gave them the Inter treatment.
Now, on the flip side of it, now that I've finished giving Arsenal a good telling off whinging, I think Arsenal actually played the low block fairly well.
They did it really well. But Arsenal's defence was never the problem.
On the flip side, what I will say is I think Man City were actually poor.
Trying to break the low block.
I think they should have done way better. How many times did I see Ruben Diaz get the ball at the edge of the box and blaze it up into...
You can't shoot. Roll that ball to someone else.
And that's why I say losing Rodri changed the prospect of it. Can I also say, obviously, Saka had to come off.
Yes.
Which has just fucked up everything for Arsenal, which is just ridiculous. But what I'll say is, if that ball had dropped to Rodri or De Bruyne at the edge of the box...
It's lacing it. That could have easily been a 3-1.
There was about 3 or 4 occasions where it fell to Ruben Diaz in that exact position. I thought, even Gundogan on that.
No, but it was not just Diaz as well, but also Kovacic.
Yeah.
Please, get your head over the ball and stop winding me up.
So I think City did have a lot of chances that fell to them. Mm-hmm. I think it was poor from their side to not put those chances away.
They was trying to go route one every time. Mm-hmm. Like to me, they weren't using their wide.
I'm surprised.
To me, they didn't use their wide players.
I'm surprised City waited so long to change it up.
What?
I don't understand why it took so long to bring on Foden either.
Yeah, because that
game was screaming for Foden.
Foden was sick. Your mum.
They've been saying he's sick for 6 weeks. What's he sick with? What's he got? It's not making sense.
Play the football. Haaland was buttoned up in the middle. That's if you're trying to find Haaland. Haaland's locked up in the middle. If a team is playing a 5-4 and 2 of those centre-backs in that 5, can lock this man up 11v11 open play, why do you think he's going to be able to score for you?
So from a Man City point of view, I think it was a poor from them.
I think it was stupid.
It was stupid. I didn't understand it. And I think they should be disappointed to be coming out of that with a draw.
Yeah, because Stones...
Let's talk about the goal.
In the 98th.
Let's talk about the goal.
They are accused... First of all, in the build-up to this, they're accusing Arsenal of doing dark arts, How dare you, Man City?
Man City been doing dark arts for about 6 years.
Accuse someone of doing dark arts.
Doing dark arts for about 6 years.
Dare you?
That's not right.
Look at what Kyle Walker was doing earlier in the game.
What about all your additional extra time that you seem to get every week? What about all these decisions that you get that are clearly not goals that should have been offside that are given? Penalties that are one thing you're talking about dark arts.
Do you know what the most darkest dark arts I'm thinking of? In that Atletico Madrid game, that one Champions League game when they draped up Phil Foden because that big idiot got fouled off the pitch and rolled back onto the pitch. And you're telling me about dark arts,
The list is endless in terms of foul shit that Man City do. So the fact they can even try and say that is wild. Be quiet.
Try to say, Timber went down with cramp. Calafiori went out. They both had to come off.
Well, they was knackered. That's why they went down with cramp.
You
try to play a low block for 45 minutes against Man City. You see if you've got cramp or not.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
Just don't wind up my spirit.
Don't be ridiculous.
Anyway, it was a bit of a melee in the box when Stones scored. Everyone was
scrappy. But you know what wound me up? Right, first, straight away, I could tell you when I knew City was scoring. The minute they said it was 97 and they were playing 99, I said, damn. I said, rats. Oh my God. Darn it.
I said, damn it, they're going to score. For God's sake.
You could bet, I would have bet my entire bank account that City is coming. And I could have told you that it would have been John Stones on a dirty, jammy header.
It wasn't even a header.
How many times have we seen this happen?
Stonesy, man.
How many times? We knew it was... You could
smell it coming.
You just knew. You
could smell it.
The minute they said 97, they're playing 99.
No, and also it was raining.
I just knew.
It's slippy. Madam are falling over.
All it needed is one whip into the box.
One little...
Somebody's going to get something on it.
It's like, please, guys.
Right, now let me tell you now what's celebrity. Why has Haaland bounced the ball off of Gabriel's head now? That is so funny. I'm sorry.
That is so funny.
But Haaland again, right now I've got to talk again because Arsenal fans are winding me up about that again. So Ian Wright was giving it. He said it was cowardly, and I love Wrighty, so I'm never going to be disrespectful. But this is what I say when Arsenal have selective memory and selective when it's time to complain and it's time to not. When they played Villa the other day, a few weeks back, and the ball gets slammed into, I think it's Gabriel. Ben White has no problem blasting the ball against McGinn while he's on the floor.
McGinn was down and out, gave him the Curtis Jones treatment.
Literally boots the ball into the midriff of John McGinn from about 2 yards away.
McGinn's like,
and everyone's like, well, it's fair because he tried to do it his mate. Shut up. But when Haaland bounces the ball off Gabriel's head in banter, it's now a big outrage.
Oh, just calm down.
But this is what I mean.
But also,
Arsenal, give it, but you can't take it.
Arsenal, you're actually not special because Haaland's been giving it the wind-up for the last 2 seasons.
Little Skelly gets booked from off the bench. It's not even on the pitch yet, and he gets it. And then
that's another thing why they try to say it was dark arts, because they said he was giving instructions to Raya behind.
But he was, because he got booked for it.
They said it was unsportsmanlike conduct.
But it is what it is. He did do that. He got booked for it. Oh well, get
Cry
over
about it.
Poor Skelly, TTT, get the violins out. Skelly, that's hilarious. I think it's hilarious that he did that.
That's so funny.
He gets a booking. He then went right. So when it's now full time, it starts to get a bit nasty, a bit hostile now, because Haaland's been given verbal to Skelly talking about who even are you or something. He says along those lines. He goes to shake Gabriel's hand. Gabriel's like, get away from me, you've just bounced. Obviously, Gabriel doesn't know that it's Haaland that's bounced the ball off his head, because when he does it, his shirt's over his head.
Yeah.
Haaland's a liberty for that. Right?
He's a joker.
Gabriel Jesus then comes over and is giving verbal to Haaland because he's not happy now.
Yeah.
And he said, get the fuck away from me, is what Haaland was giving it a villain.
Yeah. I can't lie. Haaland is definitely like a bit of sore loser.
Our mum felt like he's being a bit of a bully.
Yeah, mum says
we had a big debate about this.
Mum said that he's a bully, and mum said she didn't like that behaviour.
Now let me tell you what I think. Yeah, I've got to bring it back to Liverpool. The reason why Haaland was behaving like that, the reason why Rodri was behaving like that, the reason why Pep behaves like that, they don't respect Arsenal.
Of course not.
Do you think Haaland would go and bounce the ball off of Van Dijk's head?
Van Dijk will just deck you, and then not even deck you, just give you the stare.
Do you think he would even dare to do that?
Of course not.
Why? Because how many times has Van Dijk pocketed Haaland?
Single-handedly, I'd like to put out there. Single-handedly. No shade,
so the reason why Haaland was getting on like that is because he doesn't respect Arsenal. He thinks they're a joke. He thinks it's banter.
Of course he does.
Him bouncing the ball off Gabriel's head is the biggest sign of, I think you lot are banter.
I don't respect you. I don't rate you. To me or Southampton.
He would never dare to do that at Liverpool and do that to Van Dijk.
Never, ever.
He wouldn't do it. And this is what I mean. It comes down to a level of respect. But I think the reason why, and I said it from the beginning, Arsenal showed weakness.
Of course they did.
In the sense of mental weakness. Because you've let them rattle you from week one. So of course that from minute one. So of course they're going to be on the wind up.
Of course they are.
And you've all risen to it. The only players I think kept their head well was Saka. Didn't rise to it. Rice didn't rise to it.
Rice can't rise to it because if you get sent off again.
Yeah, but he didn't. And Raya was playing his game. The minute you show Man City a sniff of weakness, they'll start the shit out of you. You know they're going to do it.
Of course they will.
And that's where I feel like it was a bit of immaturity for the likes of Havertz, for the likes of Trossard, to let them rattle you, because that's exactly what you've done, and you've played into their hands from minute one.
I don't know.
And Pep's loving it.
I don't know what Arteta said to them before the game, but clearly it wasn't enough to get through their skulls, because in terms of if the game was
Arsenal should have won that game.
If the game was purely on mental, City's taking it every time. See, you might as well have wiped the floor.
And when people say to me, why am I not scared of Arsenal winning the league, and why am I so bothered about?
This is a prime reason why. Just go back and watch this game.
And I think as a Liverpool, I'm always going to bring it back to Liverpool because I have to, because that's the only team that's come close toe to toe with City. Liverpool, people underestimate the mental strength that it takes to go toe to toe with City season after season after season.
Because no one else has done it.
And I think Arsenal are finally getting a taste of what it's like.
Yeah.
The minute you show them a sniff of weakness, they capitalise on it. And I feel like Arsenal were the better team on the weekend, but their mental immaturity
is what
let them down. I don't have a problem with any of the refereeing decisions. I think Michael Oliver refed the game really well, considering it was instant after incident after incident.
It was very tasty. Tempers were all over the place.
Incident. To the point where I felt like, Mike must get paid a little overtime for this.
Like, they got them doing
the man doing mad work. There weren't no mad VAR calls, it was just clean reffing. And I think in the most part, he did let the play.
Yeah, he did.
Considering it was very, very nasty. It was very
There was static. A nasty start.
Yeah, it was stop, start every minute. I think Arsenal should have won that game, and I think they'll feel like it's a loss because
you better take it like a loss. You better take it like a loss. You can't.
And they let City play them at their own game in terms of
everything that happened is Arsenal's own fault. There's nothing that City done in that game to make Arsenal lose their head. Like, it's bizarre. It is bizarre. But you know what? Them two dropping points is bliss for us. Let us take on.
I said at the start I wanted a draw. I got a draw. Thank you.
And honestly, Arsenal got hammered mentally, so I'll take that too.
I'll take that.
I'll take it too.
We love it.
Love to see it, brother.
To round up this week, we said it at the start, what a week. And you know what? Just shout out to the Premier League. It's the best league in the world for a reason. I think that game between Man City and Arsenal just showed why.
That's up there with like the Premier League. Our dances with City.
Premier League is arms and legs above any other league.
There's no other league that can even come near.
The perfect example of why it had everything from start to finish. And as a neutral, I loved it.
It was
the perfect result. So what do we say? As a Liverpool fan this week, Man City dropped points, Arsenal dropped points, Everton dropped points,
Man U dropped points.
What do we
picked up a dub. Ooh, clean.
So that's
a good day's work.
That is a perfect weekend for Liverpool.
100.
Thank you and good night.
I loved it.
I love it. So, guys, we'll be back next week.
We will.
For more football talks.
Yeah. What's in the games next week?
We've got Cup midweek.
Ugh. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't. It's League Cup.
We've got West Ham, who I can't wait to play because that's like going to be
that's just
if they carry on the way they carried on against Chelsea, we're in for a long night.
Yeah. If everyone's got their dancing shoes on. Ooh.
And then we've got
Spurs United.
We've got Spurs United next week. We've got Arsenal Leicester. We've got Wolves Liverpool.
Yeah.
We've got some decent ones next week. So
boys.
We'll be back next week with League Cup talks.
Minimal League Cup talks.
As little as possible, please.
I don't believe
tell me Liverpool's hammered someone and just
the League Cup goes against my philosophy.
Yeah.
It goes against my
as we
beliefs.
said earlier. So we'll be back with League Cup talks and then obviously Premier League roundup again.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Sayonara.
Peace up.
A-Town.